Alright. Boys and girls, I know it's been a while since we put a video up. But if you want to look around in here, we are extremely busy. And once again, I am one person. So, however, every now and then, guys, I got to step back and work on my own stuff. So, this week, off and on, we've been working on this guy. Now, let's take a look at what it looked at when it got here. This is a regular JB2000 down here. This is one that's getting put back together for a friend of mine. Okay, it's an original face. Problem with these is high voltage transformers go out in all of them, or you guys overdrive them. A million things that kill the stamp. Well, this one was dead when it came in. However, and I don't have a lot of pictures. We have not had a lot of time to do a lot of media. But if you look inside this amp, it's no longer a JB2000. We've got input tuning, brand new sockets, independent 12-volt power supply, new high voltage rail, new high voltage caps that are going in. We did source an original JB2000 transformer only in the interest of keeping it a one piece in case somebody wants to give me, in case someday somebody wants to give me what this bad dude is actually going to be worth. So this is after we redid the face. Now what we did was this came in, and like a lot of these Collins or like a lot of these JB2000s, it had an L network in it, single tuner. We did away with that rapidly. We are now back to a full-blown Pi network. Okay, 2 tuners. We got these out of a Collins 30L, but when we took the 30L apart, we also snatched its bezel off to kind of make this look cool. Now, everybody uses the Wawasi meters in these, but this isn't a Wawasi anymore, so this is going to be a relative output, but it's a Simpson meter, nice Simpson meter. And that is all redone. This is the way the face of mine is going to look. All the extra holes and shit have been deleted. Right before we broke it down to do the face, we were getting $1,700 a peak out of it. Excuse me. With the L network, we couldn't get no more than 9. So here, when you guys change these from a single tuner to a double tuner, you've got to realize that there is a pretty universal cap you can use in place of the tune control. Fix the doorknob. However, from tube to tube, tube set to tube set, the Q output of those tubes or their reactivity factor is going to be different, which means that doorknob in there may be just a few PF off. So we've gone ahead and added standard tuning. We're not playing. It's how it works the way it's supposed to. We put that setup in there, and we added this input tuning in the back, and now this bad fella is 1752 kilowatts peak all day long, a solid 1100 of RMS. So this is it, the very first TRIODE birdcage, because it's not a JB2000 anymore. This is a TRIODE birdcage, pair of 3-500Zs, all completely brand new inside. We're going to doll up the cover for it. The cover's definitely seen better days over there. But we changed the caps. This is what was in it. These are the originals, okay? Now, if you look at these are 160 mic at 450. An SB220, now something else I want you to see is look at the bottom of these. Goop's starting to come out of them. See all that black stuff? Okay, when these are new, that don't look like it. Something else, these have gotten extremely worn. Look at the outside of this cap. So we went ahead. The only thing that I had not changed at this point was the cap pack. So we are going to redo the cap pack. And we use 330s at 450, which means if you go to discharge this thing with the average screwdriver, you're going to melt the end off. So guys, learn what a proper discharge probe is. So here it is. We're going to finish putting it together. We'll give you a little demonstration later. We apologize for a lot of these videos that have been lacking, but like I said, guys, and right now at this moment, starting on what today's date is, Saturday, Sunday. I turn my computer on to check. Starting today, for the next several weeks at least, we will not be taking in any more new work. we have to get this pile out of here. We also have a new schedule. On the weekends, the shop phone will not be answered. And during the week, we will be running the phone in the shop from 10 to 5 Central Time. So if you need something, if we need to schedule you something off those hours to get you going, we'll do it. Another thing we're doing is first and third week of the month are all my local guys that I take care of. Second and fourth week of the month are going to be you guys out of town that are sending me these outrageous radios to build because nobody else has got what it takes. So, but now I'm getting mine all straightened out. That's my new TRIODE bird cage, Dual 3500Z. This was gifted to me by a very good friend of mine in Texas. It's my Kenwood 440, which I love. It's an absolute joy to run. So we're running this. This was a Fat Boy. Now it's got one of my 4 pills in it and a new power supply. So that is my driver. And now the bird cage, the TRIODE bird cage. So that is the new 409 setup. And that pretty ass mic over there. Ooh, Lord Jesus. So that's it. We'll put a video up when this thing's done. We'll combine them. Let you see some power going on. But this is what you can do with one of them old JB2000s. Okay? We're not even going to call this a JB2000 anymore because it ain't. It's not. It is a bird cage platform, hand-built, hand-customized, all built by me. It's for sale, guys, but nobody's going to want to pay me what I want for it, so don't even ask. Keep your eyes open. We'll put the video up next of it, rocking and rolling. 7-3. Alright, here we go. We got our new high voltage cap in, new high voltage pack. We got our Collins tuners put in. A brand spanking new set of mismatched tubes, but that's a no-no, but we're going to run it this way for a while because it's making power just fine. There's the doorknob cap that we took out, that we disconnected to go with a regular Pi network. You'll also see the front now has the Collins bezel on it. Only 2 switches. Now the cool thing about this is, here's our standby. Now our standby literally turns off and on our high voltage. So when you come off a standby, you're going to click the high voltage goes on. But now say you've been talking. You don't want to turn this thing on and have the high voltage hit the tubes immediately. But say you forgot to shut off your high voltage to go on standby. If you try to shut the amp off, it won't shut off. The amp will not shut it off until you go to standby. And it's that way for a reason. This way, when you turn it on, this is always supposed to be in the middle. We turn the amp on. We let our filaments come up. And after a while, we turn that on. And we go. Give you a quick shot of the bottom. Everything in here is new. Everything in here is mine. New sockets. Chokes, caps, input tuning. This is no longer a JB2000. Not even close. We're going to make this meter read pretty quick. We got our gold handles on. This is a bird cage. We're going to call it the TRIODE bird cage. 2 times 3-500Zs. So there it is, our very first TRIODE bird cage amp. It is not, in any way, shape, or form, a JB2000 anymore, but let's check out the power. And we're running it real easy right now. Now it's a 5,000 watt scale, okay? Let's go, take this all the way up. That's 10, that's the lowest, 10, 100, 1,000, 5,000. At 5,000, we're reading the top scale. Now, I've had this bad boy up to 1750. Okay, now we're going to run it light right now. I got my driver turned down. We can turn our carrier up and down with this. So let's take our amp off standby. Here, the high voltage kick in. It's a nice 100-watt dead key. Yeah. Yeah. And my dog wants to talk. Now that's easy. That's driving it easy, making 1,200, 1,500 watts. She's healthy. Now the way this is going to work is, to the left is AM, standby, sideband. That's all you need. We're going to make the meter read. The amp's kicking ass. It looks good. Everything in it's brand new. And it's mine. So dig on that action, guys. I finally got my whole setup set up. Every now and then, like I said, guys, I got to work on my stuff. So this one's done. Back to business. We get this thing in the rack. And this is how a JB2000 should have been built. Dig on that Simpson movement we're about to make work. Nice Collins bezel. Now these originally were brown on top and black on the bottom. We like our black wood grain around here though, so we redid the whole front with the black wood grain, gold handles. All it's left to do is letter it. So letter it and make the meter work. So there it is, guys. Triode bird cage. 2 times 3-500Zs in an old JB2000 box. And it rocks. It's a brand spanking new amp. So dig on that. You guys take care of yourselves. 7 3s, and we'll see ya.